at least CEO Dreamland. It might have been
they have played together quite a bit. This is the battle of GotEs at this point. GotE backpack, GotE Volnita. And we're ready. We're getting into it. Merchant? If I was guard, I would like Merchant.
I mean, I usually ban Merchant on principle against Clairen.
Right.
Okay. We're going to go to Jules Veil.
It was one of the last options. Just as long as it's not Ethereal Gates as Clairen, we're good. So.
Oh, yeah. Why lean into that, I guess?
Cake with the first salvo here. Big combo string. No jump either.
Good spacing with the cape. Already at 73%.
Great tech. Still going to keep this going, though. Yeah.
Oh, that was clinical. CakeAssault just taking only a couple hits in that, waiting perfectly for the whiffs for himself to just dive in and get his punishes.
And it's such a good situation there for him, too, because that down tilt, either you DI out and you get back air, or you DI in and get you down air, and Cake was just ready for it.
All right. Now it's Guard's turn to watch this ledge.
This is the big part of this matchup here, is how long you can keep the other fire characters off stage like this. And so we see him immediately understand where the clones are going to be capable of reaching, where Cake is capable of reaching, and knowing immediately, even with like a down tilt like that, how to cover both of them.
Down strong should do it. Yep.
Correct, yes.
That was good DI, too.
I was about to say, that's a tough DI situation. No purple on that either.
But one thing that actually the data has borne out, too, specifically against CakeAssault, is like the times where somebody has a winning record against them, they also have like the longest period of edge guarding against them, right? Like Kusi had like 20-second edge guards. Sego had like a 40-second one at one point. Edge guarding CakeAssault is absolutely crucial if you're going to make it work. So being on top of that for guard, that's a huge deal. And
even in neutral now, really finding some success on the second stock. Cake finally navigating this back and kind of evening this back up. But I mean, guard playing fantastic. Great spot dodge on that Nair. Holy cow.
Spreading more smoke on the stock change. That being said, I mean, this is closer in terms of this stock differential than the previous one, right? Like, guard is catching up.
Yep. Immediately follows that up. Great coverage there of both the smoke and the fours. And that's going to be a stock. 0-0. Last stock of game one, baby. You love to see it.
This is really doable, and the Tampa crowd is already coming alive.
Ooh, big cover on the parry, though. Guard gets out.
Good space in, just getting just slightly out of reach. And it looks like CakeAssault's just trying to challenge this pressure directly with buttons. Oh, gets another off stage. Oh, that had to have been a misinput.
No strong hit on the down air, though. Really surprising given that spacing. But it's going to get the jab. Cake's DI's out. Big finish.
Oh! But still keeps it going.
All right, this has been a 2-for-2 scenario for our boy Guard so far. But going to use the Jules Veil platform. How does he come down?
It was a 50.
The fake out with the clone. I was sure that was him.
We've been watching Cake for years, and we'll never quite know, will we?
I mean, if we don't know, if the players don't know, how do we know? How did that not finish?
What? Oh, that's going to kill.
Oh, my God. Cake just rushes in with that. So good. Slams the door on all of the energy from the crowd and maybe even from Guard, but that was just an absolute slugfest of a game one.
Cake was like laughing and drinking his water and like just a wild mix of emotions of, oh my God, that was so close. I had to clutch it out with a gutsy play. And that's something that we've always seen from Cake, right? Like that willingness of when he has a read, he is not afraid to take those risks, right?
Not a reserved player. Not a reserved player.
In many ways.
Merchant Board game 2.
I mean, you only have so many bans, right? But especially with the crowd coming alive, too, with their guard chants, I feel like that's actually really helping Guard in this position. Just staying in the corner, letting CakeAssault come to him a little bit. Oh, I love that movement. Clears out a lot of smoke that way, too.
Oh, yeah, and they're so useful in this matchup for that exact reason.
Just got to make sure you don't get whiff punished as you come down landing, right?
Correct. What spacing on that down tilt. The big thing for me is we watch the game plan kind of shift in this game too.
Yeah.
You don't see the advantage getting pressed as much, and that has a lot to do with how big the stage is, of course. But you really just see Guard kind of playing this a little bit slower, and I don't know how effective that's going to be. I think if you give Cake more opportunities to just retake neutral, you're going to put yourself in a harder situation.
I mean, so far their neutral exchanges seem pretty even to me. Like, I don't know. It feels like this game is already off to a better start for Guard. Because, like, we can't forget that the previous game, Cake was at, like, 13% when he took Guard's first stock, right?
There
like,
it is.
Just the fact that they're going blow for blow this early, I feel like is already a good sign for Guard.
And more importantly, Guard actually lands the first haymaker in this game, too.
That's actually a great point, yeah. As a way, like, reestablishing, like, you had a read on me last time. Oh, and it's the same thing! CakeAssault running up and just pressing that down smash.
Devs, I know you saw that. Make that jab better, please.
Oh, beautiful spacing against that falling there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wave dash back, like down tilt looks just so fun to do whenever I watch Guard. Like it's just having that control of spacing is just so great to watch. Keeping the edge.
Nice fair there though. Challenging that kind of patient play.
I love how much Guard is waiting in these moments.
All right,
retreating to the smoke. That's definitely an area that Clairen's not going to be able to threaten.
Not with that attitude.
I suppose if you go for one of your up Bs off stage, yeah, sure, but nice.
We're at a high enough percent it could kill, but this is a pretty big lead here. Can we get something started off this? Goes for the backer, but doesn't get the follow-up. Now gets a piece of the nair, but only 1%.
I love the, DI's out on the down tilt, makes that back air hard to lead together.
DI's in on that down tilt, though, to mix up Cake a little bit.
And 120%, yeah.
No
Cake.
resources, you can't do anything.
Really great edge guard by Cake. Just evening up all of that momentum.
God, look at all those sparks. You love to see it, baby.
The fact that Guard keeps catching the real Cake over and over. Oh, that could have been so disgusting.
Oh, no.
You might die for that.
No, okay.
All right.
We're alive.
Guard's still in it. Patience coming out from both players. That was so good by Cake, right? Because that's a specific movement art that Guard's been doing all game. Gets that back air. Just spreading more smoke. Yeah.
So this is specifically what I meant at the beginning of this game, is that he took this moment and played so well out of the corner, but in that final stock, we saw Cake actually establish smoke for the first time and actually cover the center of that stage, masking how he was going to make these approaches, because Guard was able to call it out and understand it when he was able to see it.
Yes.
But now when it mattered, you were giving up all this stage position, giving up all this time, and Cake's going to Cake, right? Like, he's just so good at that, and just calling out that final decision.
And the fact, too, that they just immediately ran into Ethereal Gates, right? We had, like, 5 seconds between those two games. And I'm definitely going to keep an eye out, too, of, like, how much more Cake looks at the smoke, the dive there. That is a huge burst of momentum for Cake going into this game, keeping it going from the way that the previous game ended as well.
More importantly, the game plan's established. Look at those little bits of movement here, the moonwalks, understanding the Clairen spacing a little bit more. That's how a short-range character beats Clairen, is you have to be able to get around the down tilts, the jabs, the F tilts, those tiny little pokes, and CakeAssault's doing it a masterclass right now.
Keeping that smoke set up on the far side of the screen. All right, I was wondering if the pop-off was about this.
I was very confused. I was like, nothing is this exciting, guys. What is going on? But it sounds like Y pulled off of something in the background. But Guard
holding on at 144.
Yeah, this is such a tough moment, right? Any of these caves, any of these down strongs, or even just the down air is enough there. Now we have the full build on deck. The Combust is ready, and I just don't know if Guard has the answer for 3 straight Cake stocks.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Having an answer to 3 Cake stocks, and the fact that at worst this is like a smoke screen that Cake gets to set up on the recovery, because we already know Clairen can't clear off all the smoke off stage, but goes for that Combust off stage, trying to just end Guard's life here.
Great tech there at the final down, and thankfully. That was looking like we were just going to see a showcase real quick.
Yeah. Great use of the side special, though, as an answer to the reversal, the landing aerial.
All right, guard getting the combo started. Calls out the jump. Oh, we're going to DIN off the up tilt. Still continues.
All right. Nice tech. Keeps it going.
All right, low on resources. No air dodge. Gonna
The
come
guard's
back.
been so solid at the ledge.
Yep.
Beautiful spacing again. Just focuses on clearing the smoke. Rinsing and repeating. Oh, first time it was a clone.
Well, first time it was a clone, and also first time we saw Cake roll from the ledge there too. All right, 110%.
This is just to get on the board too. This is so terrifying. Oh, you're gonna
yeah,
no.
okay.
All right. I wasn't sure for a moment because it was ethereal gates, but being at 124%.